Hello students. Their quality. It means high quality, uh, average quality or below quality. Then number 1 assembling, number 2 processing, number 3 grading, number 4 packaging, according to the customer's requirements. Either the customer is retailer or wholesaler, so in that way product can be packaged, and then ultimately we will store the product. Storage means whenever the prices will be, we can store the product in warehouses or cold storage. And moreover, we will take the product, so that to take the product to the market whenever the prices will be lucrative. Lucrative means genuine prices. Whenever there will be more prices in the market, then product can be sale. Then next point is Transportation. Transportation means to carry the product, to the market or mandis. Number 7, sale. Sale of the product across different parts of the country. So what is involving in the process of agriculture marketing? It involves assembling, first of all assemble or gathering the product from the farm, then processing means separating impurities from it, then grading according to their quality, packaging according to the customer's requirements, then storage. We will store, suppose that if the product is such a nature of, suppose that it is vegetable or fruit, then we must kept the product in cold storage, and similarly potatoes, etc. So such type of product will be stored in the warehousing or cold storage, and whenever requirement will be there, product will be came to the market. Then transportation. So good transportation is required so that the product can be carried easily from rural area to urban area. And last one is sale. Sale across different parts of the country, because all the products are not produced in every part of the country. Some specific type of product required some specific climate or conditions, and then if it is product suppose that in hilly area, then it comes across to the plain areas, and whichever products are produced in plain areas, those will go to the hilly areas. So in this way we can say that a process which involves number 1, assembling, we are not making points over here, a process which involves assembling, comma, processing, comma, grading, comma, packaging and storage, comma, transportation and sale is known as agricultural marketing. It means all the steps which involves from harvesting to the final sale, from harvesting to the ultimate sale. From harvesting, it means crop is still lying with the farmers. So from harvesting to the final sale, it doesn't mean that product is sold out by the farmer. That is known as agriculture marketing. Rather, from harvesting to final sale. So these are the procedures, these are the steps in between. So a farmer will encounter all these steps. How? And now let us see which are the, now these are the procedures, these are the steps, but a farmer face so many types of problems. A farmer will encounter with day-to-day difficulties regarding agriculture marketing. So let us see which are the defects of agricultural marketing system. So we are pointing out which are the defects and which are the problems faced by Indian farmer. Number 1, distress sale. First and foremost problem faced by Indian farmer is distress sale. An Indian farmer makes distress sale of its product because in the rural area, zamindars, traders, and similarly artis and another types of middlemen, they directly exploit Indian farmer. For example, most of the Indian farmers are poor and they are poor and they lies in indebtedness. Indebtedness means this is a debt trap. Debt trap. Debt trap means this is such type of trap in which once a farmer will come across, he will never come out from this debt trap because he pays compound interest on whatever their forefathers have taken from zamindars or traders. After the death of that particular farmer who has borrowed money from zamindars, uh, he will not be indebted. Their interest will be paid out by their children. So this is the main problem. And moreover, due to many types of social customs and due to livelihood or farmer is producing subsistence farming, he is doing subsistence farming. So merely he has enough, he has enough to sell in the market. And moreover, due to indebtedness in the early stage, as well as he is sowing the crop, then he will sell his crop in the early stage to these either to जमींदार्स और ट्रेडर्स जो विलेज ट्रेडर्स हैं और आड़तीज हैं और जो मिडलमैन हैं in the early stage. So after harvesting, a farmer can't took their product or took their crop to the mandis so that he can get appropriate price of their crop. Approximately to one estimate 60% crop that lies with the farmers, and if he had taken a debt from the zamindars, then all his crop, approximately 80% crop is taken by zamindars. So a farmer will make distress sale. It means he is not getting appropriate price of their product. Number 2, another problem which an Indian farmer faces, that is the problem of storage. An Indian farmer uses unscientific methods of storage. Methods of storing the product. Suppose that for example he is using pits or mud vessels or kache storage, or moreover their products are consumed by the pets or rodents, and mostly approximately 1/3 of their product that may be destroyed or that can't be consumed by the human beings. It means that is spoiled out. So in this way, due to the shortage of storage facilities, a farmer faces many types of problem, because and at present, even today 10% of farmers produce that will be wasted. 10%, even today 10% of farmers product is still wasted due to the lack of proper storage facilities. And now let us see which type of another problem is faced by an Indian farmer. That is the problem of transportation. And before transportation, let us clear third and foremost problem, which is number 3, the problem of grading. An Indian farmer do not grade their product according to their quality. According to the quality of the product, a farmer do not separate superior quality of product and low quality of product, so that they can get appropriate price of their product. This is the basic problem. Next, fourth problem is transportation. Transportation, it means Indian roads in rural areas. In rural areas, there are kacha roads which are not fit for the motor vehicles, and they are useless in rainy days also. And so all weather roads are required, so that the product can be carried easily from rural area to urban area. Mostly they use bullock carts, which carry very less part of their product to the mandis. And next problem is number 5th, exploitation by middlemen. In the market, business is carried out by commission agents. Do you know the other name of commission agent? Those are also known as aadhatis. Which done business, these aadhatis done business with the help of agents, dalals, etc. Without the help of dalals or agents, these aartis or commission agents can't do their business. And these agents or aartis or dalals, these middlemen are in the form of either they are village traders. These are also the agent of these aartis in urban areas. Village traders or small aartis, comma big aartis, comma retailers, retailers or wholesalers, or dalals, etc. So these all are the middlemen which exploit a lot to the farmers. They make many type of undefined or unscientific charges. These aartis, they charged many type of unspecified or undefined charges. Undefined charges to the farmers. And these undefined charges includes which type of charges they charge from the farmers. Suppose that adat by, they give adat to the aartis. Number one, adat to the aartis. Number two, palledari to the palledars. Palledari for unloading the product from bullock carts. Number three, tulai for weighing the product. Number four, garda for impurities of the product. So in this way, these all are the undefined or unspecified charges which are charged by these commission agents from the farmers, because they know that the farmer is uneducated or ignored from the market price. So these all are the causes. Then next one is number 6. By wrong weights and measures, they cheat the farmers. They also make wrong weights or measures of the product of the farmers, And moreover, they are also make wrong accounts of the farmers. Next, a farmer is ignorant because he is not educated and he didn't know which are the prevailing market prices in the market. Lack of knowledge. देखो मेन कॉज दैट इज indebtedness. Due to indebtedness of the farmer. And why a farmer is in debt? Due to lack of organized sources of credit. Why a farmer didn't get credit from the organized or institutional sources? Because he is not having, due to lack of securities. He has nothing so that he can mortgage to these institutions and get loan on low rate of interest. Due to indebtedness, a farmer is forced to sell. He is forced to sell his product to these middlemen. Due to lack of market prices, lack of knowledge we include in this. Due to lack of market price and due to the lack of knowledge of market, he didn't know the market price, prevailing market price, didn't know. And last one is Indian farmer is unorganized. Indian farmer is unorganized. Due to unorganization, he has not any organization, due to which they can make a bargaining for their product and they can get better price. Because he is unorganized. Rather rich zamindars or rich these commission agents, these all are organized. But Indian farmer is unorganized and he is totally dependent upon. He is totally dependent upon the middlemen. Without these middlemen or dalals or agents, they can't get loan and ultimately also they can't sell their product to the market. So these middlemen play a very crucial role in the life of the farmers. They make their life very miserable. They exploit a lot and they use code words for the exploitation of farmers with the commission agents. So these all were the defects of Indian marketing system. Now let us see which are the advantages. Let us see some advantages. If we improve our marketing system, then which type of problems can be sorted out from the Indian economy? If we improve our agriculture marketing system, then yes, we are writing down advantages of the organized, well organized agriculture marketing. Number 1, continuous sale, continuous supply of raw material, continuous supply of raw material to the industry. So these farmers can make continuous supply of raw material to the industry. Number 2, continuous supply of food grains to the customers. Number 3, they can use better technologies. By the use of latest technology, we can increase the entire production of either those are related to food grains or cash crops. It means Indian farmer will shift from subsistence farming to commercialization. Number 4, they can get better price of their product, better price of their product. Number 5, if agriculture marketing system can be improved, then there will be increase in export. And if export will be increases, then it will adversely, there will be positive effect, and we can improve the quality of life, which was the basic theme of rural development. Whenever we have make our action plan was based upon that we will improve the social and economic condition of our farmers. So in this way, if we improve our agriculture marketing system, and if we remove all the defects of marketing system, then ultimately we can increase the standard of living or quality of life of Indian farmers. So that's all regarding this topic. Do like and subscribe the channel to see all the videos related to agriculture marketing. Thank you.